All right, it is time now for the stories that you will be talking about at the dinner table tonight, or at the water cooler, as they say. The first one deals with reforming divorce. Reforming divorce. It may be the end of a marriage, but some exes, divorce marks the beginning of alimony payments that could last a lifetime. Florida may become the state to ban permanent alimony payments. Yay! Tampa Bay Times reports the state Senate is considering a bill that would not only do that, but also allow courts to change current divorce arrangements and give equal custody to both parents, unless a convincing case can be made otherwise. Joining me now to talk about it is Jawn Murray, editor-in-chief of alwaysalist.com. David Begnaud, host of Newsbreaker with David Begnaud. Francesca Chambers, the editor and publisher of Red Alert Politics. Oh, Lord. And comedian Lonnie Love. Lonnie, don't cause no mess. Because this is where I get in trouble, because it's not scripted, so I'm always in trouble. So, Lonnie, you know, on Twitter, you are my boo. So when we get a divorce, do you think that we should have permanent alimony, or you think it's good that alimony may not be permanent all the time? I mean, in the future.
You know what? I want some of your CNN money for life, Don. So, yes, it should be permanent alimony, all right? If I have to put up with you, I should be able to get some money. So this is not fair to women. I don't appreciate this. So we will be getting a prenup if we ever get married, okay?
So you don't like this new Florida proposal, Lonnie?
Pardon me?
You don't like the new Florida proposal to make it not permanent? To make it temporary alimony?
No, it should be. I mean, the thing is, this is not really favorable towards women, because usually we know that most of the time women are the ones that within a marriage say, like, if they decide to have kids, they're the ones that stay at home. And so if they were a career woman, their career is stalled. So if something happens where this man has had his career and then all of a sudden there's a divorce, now she has to go out and get work.
Okay.
She should have alimony.
All right, we've heard it, Lonnie.
Yeah.
John, whatever happened to equal rights? If you want to be treated equally, then shouldn't it be the same? Listen, a woman decided to stay at home. Why should she get half the money for the rest of her life?
Don, didn't women go through that movement where they took off their bras and burned it and all that stuff so that they could have equal rights? Listen, I know a woman, and separate from Florida, but out in California, you know, her and her husband got a divorce. He cheated on her. It's a no-fault state. She had to pay him alimony. He did the dirty deed. So it's an equal opportunity situation here. Women are having to pay men alimony now, too. Nobody should have to be connected to their ex for the rest of their life. When I decide I don't want to be with you anymore, I should be able to sever those ties.
Fran?
Even financially.
Well, I think that the key thing that you have to look at here is the way that the law would change. So if you were married for up to 10 years, you would actually be more likely to get money than you would be if you had been married for 20 or more years. I think it was something like 20 to 30 years or 30 and above. And so that's what doesn't make sense to me about how they would change the law, is that if you had been married for longer, you would be more likely to get less money than if you were married for a shorter amount of time, which to me, that just doesn't make sense, because think about all the people that get married to someone because they're rich and they just want to cut of that money, and then they want to leave them.
That was a lot of numbers for a journalist. I'm like, what? 15, 30, what is she talking about? David, Jawn brings up a very good point. I don't want to be connected to this person anymore. Why should I continue to pay? When I see like athletes and the wives getting half, I'm like, she didn't go out and do those free throws and three-pointers, and she should get some money.
Don, look,
but half?
all good things must come to an end. I mean, yes, we should be equal. There shouldn't be any lifetime payments here. This is fair. This is not rigging the system. This is what they call fair. And it's not like somebody's going to be able to walk in and say, I want you to give me more, I want you to give me less. A judge is going to have to sign off on it. But this is fair, and I think it's the right move.
But David, she gave up her career. She stayed home. She raised the kids. I mean, that's the argument on the other side, David.
She wanted to. She wanted to.
Brother. Thank you.
What are you talking about?
What am I talking about? You make in life, Lonnie, love, you make choices. And that's
it's called
all
a
I'm saying.
prenup,
Amen.
though.
Yeah.
It's called a prenup.
All right.
If
It's
you,
called when the kids turn 18, you go get a job.
Thank you. Thank you.
I am not surprised that the women
Preach,
feel
Jawn,
one way and the
preach.
guys feel another way. I'm out, but
Okay.
don't go anywhere. Stand by, guys. All right, stay with me because up next, apparently, airplane toilets are too large. Really? At least one airline shrinking its bathrooms despite being smaller. They will offer more technology. What do you think? Tweet me and my panel. They're going to weigh in next. I'm back now with my panel, John Murray, David Begnaud, Francesca Chambers, we'll call her Fran Chambers, and Lonnie Love. Okay, here's the next topic. In order to put more passengers on a plane, there's going to be less space in one place all passengers may have to use, and that is a restroom. At least that's true for one airline. Yeah, I know. The Wall Street Journal reports Delta has signed on to some high-tech vacuum toilets that are smaller. How can you get any smaller? It's going to allow the airline to add another 4 seats to its 737-900s. So listen to what the Journal writes, quote, the airline says the restroom won't be noticeably smaller on the inside. That's because a toilet maker will harvest wasted space behind the sink. I don't like that, harvest. Wasted space behind the sink, and the exterior lavatory wall will be sculpted to allow the seat in front of it to recline.
What?
So those people in the last row next to the bathroom, you won't have to sit up for your entire flight. You can lean back now. All right, but does that make up for for more petite potties? Lonnie, you know, I love me some big girls. You talk about liking your bacon. When you're up in first class eating, you can't eat bacon in first class. You can't be a big girl on the plane anymore with these toilets.
You know what? Let me tell you something. This is why I stay in first class, but when I do have to ride coach, and if I'm on a 737, I'm just going to have to just hightail it to first class. So I don't care. I'm not going to be uncomfortable. Delta is my airline, and I'm not going to be uncomfortable.
David.
Listen, I love you first class folks being able to ride in first class, but for the rest of us regular people who got to ride in coach, first of all, where are these 4 extra seats going to go in first class? I don't care if y'all get extra leg room. Don, I was on a flight to Los Angeles this week, and there was a lady, I actually had the seat across from the bathroom, and there was a lady walking in who was having trouble making a 360 to get into the bathroom, and she had to ask the flight attendant for a little bit of help. Now, how are you going to make the bathroom and the toilet smaller? I mean, come on.
I completely agree. How are you going to make it smaller? I'm a small girl, okay? And I don't like to go to the bathroom on
You
planes.
ain't got to
And
brag,
it's not because
okay?
of disgusting.
Don't brag.
No, I'm not. But it's not because
Little
the bathrooms
people.
are disgusting. It's because, like, there's not enough room in the restroom. I just don't know how they could possibly make it smaller and people could fit in there. I'm serious.
Y'all are cray. Hold on, John. I want to read this before you respond. This is, I tweeted out, I said, did you guys hear about this? Because I said, I'm not a big guy and I can barely fit in there anyway. Someone from Alabama tweeted this. He said, I'll just stand in the aisle, open the door, and try not to miss. And then Lauren Bradshaw said, I would like to challenge the designers to change a baby or toddler's diaper in one of those smaller bathrooms. Good luck.
Yeah,
John,
exactly.
Right, huh?
Look, Don, it's hard enough getting one person in there. Who can ever join the Mile High Club now? I mean, come on. Listen, the next topic will be how they're charging us to get in these pint-sized bathrooms.
This is CNN.
I saw your girlfriend, Lonnie, when she was in that Academy Award-nominated film Soul Plane. It had an infamous bathroom scene there with little pint-sized Kevin Hart. If he struggled in that bathroom, God knows what us normal-sized people will do in these petite bathrooms they're putting on the planes.
Lonnie, you going to let him
Listen,
hate on you,
if we go to a
Lonnie, like
smaller
that?
bathroom, the tickets should be cheaper.
Lonnie, how you going to let him hate on you like that?
That movie was good, Don. I don't know what you're talking about. I bootlegged it and everything.
We made $12 at the box office. I don't care what y'all say. Soul Plane was a hit on the street, okay?
Okay.
We bootlegged it and everything. So.
I know this panel has gone to the pot. Get it? The entire studio is cracking up. You guys are such good sports. It's always great to see you. David, Fran, John, and Lonnie, my boo. Lonnie, keep it up with the bacon. I'm with you.